Hello and welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and this is my second chance bracket. We're going to start with the Western Conference, and we're going to start with the St. Louis Blues and the Colorado Avalanche, in which I predicted this series. St. Louis won in 6 games over Minnesota, and Colorado swept the Nashville Predators. So I originally picked this in my first round playoff bracket, and I'm going to stick with all my picks basically, and I did pick the Colorado Avalanche to win in 5, and I'm going to stick with that. And then the Edmonton Oilers will be playing the Calgary Flames Battle of Alberta. Same thing here. I predicted these two teams to play, and that's exactly what happened. So both of these teams have won their Game 7s, and I think it goes down to how these two teams know each other after playing the regular season, even though, as a lot of you know, the regular season is a totally different ballgame than the postseason. But I feel like it comes down to that, in which that is in the favor of the Edmonton Oilers. So I'm going to take the Oilers to win on home ice in 6 games. Then the Western Conference Finals, the Edmonton Oilers will be playing the Colorado Avalanche. It's going to be McDavid versus McKinnon. So Colorado Avalanche, I predicted them to win in 5 over the St. Louis Blues, and the Edmonton Oilers, they got by the Kings in 7 games, and I have them winning in 6 over the Calgary Flames. So this isn't going to be quite easy for the Edmonton Oilers, and Colorado's been cruising by, so it's not going to be easy here, but I'm still going to go with what I have. I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche to win in 6 games over the Edmonton Oilers. And then in the Eastern Conference, the New York Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. This is an interesting one. Both these two teams are Game 7 winners as well. For the Carolina Hurricanes, they won in 7 games. The home team never lost a game. And for the New York Rangers, this is mostly interesting for them because they were down 3-1 and complete the 3-game comeback to earn their ticket to the second round, and they will be playing in North Carolina to start off the series. So, New York Rangers, they do not have a lot of playoff experience. And a lot of the times in the regular season, even though they play all the teams, it's been a little bit easy for them. And with the experience and how good Carolina is, there's just almost no way, in my opinion, the New York Rangers win this series. So with that, I'm going to be taking the Carolina Hurricanes to win in 5 over the New York Rangers. And then the Battle of Florida, a matchup we've all been expecting and we've all been waiting for. So the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Florida Panthers got by the Capitals in 6 games, which I predicted. You got to give a lot of respect to the Washington Capitals for putting up the fight that they did. I did say in 6, but they had a couple series leads, a little bit where we thought, oh, maybe Washington might win this series. But Florida got by them after being down 2-1, winning the next 3. And then for the Tampa Bay Lightning, they got by the Toronto Maple Leafs in 7 games. Toronto choked like they usually do. So it just comes down to both teams are super elite. They're probably the 2 of the top 5 teams in the NHL, in my opinion, talent-wise and everything. So I just think it comes down to how the two teams play and how it's been in their first round matchups. I mean, you know, Florida was down 2-0 to Washington, but then they kind of caught on fire a little bit. They won 3 straight games, and the Tampa Bay Lightning were stumbling the whole series against Toronto and just barely took it in Game 7, 2-1. And they've all been really close games except for, what was it, Game 4? Yeah, Game 4 was one that I think they completely dominated in. But other than that, they haven't been playing their best hockey. And the way I've seen Florida play, I just got to take the Florida Panthers. And I'm going to take them in 7 games because I think this is going to be a series where it goes down to the wire, and it's just going to be very fun to watch. And then the Eastern Conference Finals, you have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Florida Panthers, and this is going to be quite a great matchup, like the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning series. So Carolina, like I said, they won in 7 over the Bruins, which I expected, and then the Florida Panthers won in 6 games over the Capitals, like I expected. But these two teams, if Carolina ends up playing the New York Rangers, it's just going to be in my opinion, just one-sided in favor of them. And then for the Florida Panthers, it's not going to be quite easy for them. They're just going to have to put up a bigger fight because they escaped the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now they're playing another team like the Tampa Bay Lightning, even though they haven't won a cup yet. Keep in mind, I said, yeah, I think Carolina's due for a cup in the next couple of years, but the Carolina Hurricanes are just that good of a team. So I'm going to stick with my pick like I did in the first round. I'm going to take the Florida Panthers to win, and this will be in 7 games as well. So they get by the Capitals in 6, they beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in 7, and then they beat the Hurricanes in 7. So not an easy road, but they do get the job done. And then in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Colorado Avalanche and the Florida Panthers, the rematch of the 1996 Stanley Cup Finals. So I'm just going to go back to my video before the first round, and I'm just going to go off the points that I said. If Colorado was playing, they had McKinnon, one of the best players in the NHL right now. They have other guys around them. They have Nassim Kadri. And on the roster they got from Montreal, the hero in Game 6 of that Stanley Cup semifinal against Vegas, Artturi Lehkonen. But I feel like the whole identity of the Colorado Avalanche most of the time is Nathan MacKinnon. And if you're playing a team like the Florida Panthers who can just... You see, like for football, the Los Angeles Rams, when they won the Super Bowl, they had an all-in year. I feel like this is an all-in year for the Florida Panthers. So they're going to really make a big push. And if you're the Colorado Avalanche and you're relying on Nathan MacKinnon in a Stanley Cup final, especially against a team like the Florida Panthers, to me, it's almost impossible that you're going to win this series. So the Stanley Cup champion will be the Florida Panthers, and I'm going to take them in 6 games like I predicted. So this is my second chance bracket. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like. This is Jack from the Ottawa Senators Alec. And even though they're eliminated, go Sens go.